Homework assignment requires students to explain how they would de-gay their friends. In Florida, we have Don't Say Gay. In Kentucky, they're saying gay in all the wrong ways. Recently, the Christian Academy of Louisville issued a homework assignment to its middle schoolers asking for students to write a letter to a friend of theirs who is gay. The goal of the letter was, quote, in at least 8 sentences, try to show the friend from the Bible, reason, and your personal friendship that God's design for them is good, that homosexuality will not bring them satisfaction, that you love them even though you don't approve of their lifestyle, end quote. Ironically, the Christian Academy school system claims to be inclusive, and their diversity statement reads, quote, Christian Academy opposes all forms of racism and prejudice that may cause anyone to feel undervalued and unworthy of human dignity. We pledge to intervene if we see moments in our classrooms, meetings, conferences, discussion boards, or students' work that may threaten and or harm through stereotyping or silencing fellow image bearers. Watch this.
The instructions to middle school students to, quote, try to show the friend from the Bible, reason, and your personal friendship that God's design for them is good, that homosexuality will not bring them satisfaction, that you love them even though you don't approve of their lifestyles. JP Davis, a local business owner, posted it after a friend sent it to him.
Their child is in this class at Cal, and I'm one of the few out gay men that she owns, so understandably so, she calls me and says, what do I do? I don't know how to, I don't agree with this.
Once posted, that assignment garnered backlash on social media. Davis says it also gave others a space to share their own stories.
I've received dozens of messages from alumni of Cal thanking me and telling me their stories of trauma. Some of them are really emotionally upsetting.
In a statement, Cal Superintendent Darren Long says in part, quote, this particular assignment in context was how a person could discuss homosexuality with a friend from a biblical perspective with compassion and love. They also add they will, quote, review this assignment to ensure there is clarity in its purpose and language. But Fairness Campaign Executive Director Chris Hartman believes the purpose is clear.
This is just a precursor to what we're going to start seeing come out of charter schools that the Kentucky General Assembly just funded. Taxpayer dollars will be paying for assignments like these that promote outright discrimination, that seek to turn kids into conversion therapists against other kids, which we know is what increases the incidence of suicide amongst LGBTQ kids, depression, self-harm, isolation.
And at the end of the day, everybody wants to belong. Everybody wants to belong. And I don't know why we can't all just agree to that. And I think Cal can be a Christian school without teaching hate.
Yeah, but can they though? I mean, this was funded by taxpayer dollars, and let's be honest, this is what they want in public schools. They want this gay to be okay to be said in public schools, and it is just now overtly saying gay is lesser, and it makes me so angry.
And is it surprising this is coming from the land of Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul and Kim Davis? It's not surprising that it's coming from there, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not surprising at all, and then it's even more upsetting because they're claiming that we, the queer community, are trying to indoctrinate kids and make them gay. I'm like, what are you all doing by preaching this to middle schoolers? Like, in middle school, you're already going through so much. You're at a higher rate for bullying, and your body is changing, so you're going through puberty. I'm like, really? You're gonna add this to them? And you're at a Christian academy teaching compassion and love.
It's just groomers grooming is what it is.
Yeah, and it said, like, explain to them how you don't agree with their lifestyle. Do you know what the average lifestyle is for 8th graders? They're almost all the same.
Exactly.
It's try not to look stupid, try to pass the class. I mean, God, yeah.
I mean, I'm a parent of a middle schooler, so I can speak on behalf of middle schoolers. It's somewhat the idea that you're going to tell a middle schooler, even at this age, and they're so advanced, even beyond what I can remember being a middle schooler, they can see right through this. And I think that this type of indoctrination into even middle schoolers is going to have a heavy backlash that's only going to come back to give more support to LGBTQ
They cannot
because
win
they
this
can't can't
issue.
win.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
They cannot win this issue. I think it's interesting that their positioning is homosexuality will not bring you satisfaction. I'm here to tell you for 50 some years, homosexuality has brought me lots of satisfaction. So you can't win. You cannot change evolutionary nature. One other thing actually two other things I want to say. Congratulations to CBS's and Louisville's CBS WLKY. It's brave for that local CBS affiliate to take on a story like this. It's Louisville, after all. That's a big, huge metropolitan city, but still, in the conservative nature, especially of a religious Christian academy in Louisville, brave of you to tell a story like this. We applaud you for bringing it to America's attention, because now we're paying attention to it. And separate, a religious school trying to have their own students continue the voice of indoctrination. Can't you imagine in 1939 in Berlin, in a Christian school, let's do a homework assignment to try to convert that religion to our religion. Oh wait, let's not even do that. Let's shortcut it. Just
a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Like every time you mention it, it's like that slippery slope. Like
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth